Hey, this is Matt with the Nampa Hiker channel, and I'm here on, this is Mineral Bay?
Mineral Point.
Mineral Point Trail, and I'm here with Tom from TomsBackwoods, and I just contacted him. He said in the past, hey, if you ever come up in this area, let me know and we'll go hiking together. And it just so happened that I'm up in this area on my anniversary with my wife, so I was able to get away for a little while, and here we are. So we're gonna see what we see, and I'll just be checking in now and then. Wow, look at this view, guys. It's the green monarchs over there. Is that the name of the range or just those mountains?
Yeah, it's the name of the mountain range.
The range. That's amazing. That discolorization in the middle of the water, is that a little bit of ice, or is that just like some...
It's just where the wind's hitting it.
Yeah. It's amazing. Here's another view of the monarchs here. This is a big lake. I'm not sure exactly the size of it, but it's big. I think it's quite a bit bigger than Lake McCall in my neck of the woods. We already saw a couple deer driving into the trailhead. We kind of had an adventure getting here, but we saw a couple deer, so hopefully we'll see some wildlife. And there's Tom doing his filming. So one of the things I noticed is that the forest out here is a lot denser, it looks like, than the forest up in the Boise National Forest. The trees are, you know, a lot closer together. There's a lot more of them, and other than that, it's similar, a little different. There's a lot more of the moss on the trees. What's it called? Lichen? Is that what it's called?
Lichen?
Lichen. Yeah, lichen moss. We have that. I've seen that in, you know, when I went on my excursion into, you know, western Oregon, but yeah, in the Boise area, not as much. You'll see it now and then, but there's a lot more of it here. But yeah, look what I mean about the density. It's great. Anyway. So we're about to crest a little hill here, and I think we're gonna have a view of the lake. And it's a lake, what's it called, Ben?
Lake Pend Oreille.
Pend Oreille, Lake Pend Oreille. Yeah, look at that. That's beautiful. As you can see, there's still quite a bit of snow in the mountains at a little bit higher elevation. This is a big lake. I'm liking it a lot. I'm standing at the edge of a cliff, kinda. Not too steep. If I fall, I wouldn't fall to my death. I would just roll down and be in a lot of pain. So what are you thinking?
Good.
Look at that tree. I can't tell if that tree's dead or if it just grew that way. One's kind of toppled over to the right there, leaning against another tree.
That one's good.
Tom and I found a tree that was split right down the middle. Half of it was still standing and half of it was laying down. It was as if a gigantic woodsman just split it with an axe. You know, like Paul Bunyan or something. Anyway, I'll check it in a minute. So right here what we have is nature has reclaimed a portion of the trail. So we're gonna have to walk along the edge of this, but it's really pretty here. Jump on over. Now the trick is to stay pretty much on the trail without walking in the water. We don't want to widen the trail. Right now I think it's March 24th, so we're right in the middle of the big thaw. So you'll see patches of snow and water runoff and everything else. There we go.
40 degrees too.
Yeah, it's actually pretty warm today. See, got little patches of snow here and there. I'm impressed with Tom's knowledge of the area and what you'll find is, you know, like on the trees, what's growing, what kind of vegetation's out here. It's really good when you have someone local that knows their stuff. And if you guys have never been to his channel, it's TomsBackwoods. I'll leave the link, you know, right here in the video and also underneath in the description. So go check out his channel and give him a sub and let him know that you found him by watching this video. Yeah, check out this view, guys. It's an amazing view. There's one boat way out there, right about there. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's a little speck. It's not a big boat. Oh, and there's one more boat a couple miles away, right about there. You know the lake's big when you can barely see something on the other side of it. You know, coming from Southern California, we don't have big lakes where I'm from. We have the ocean though, that's big enough. So there are the monarchs in the background. My wife told me, she watched Tom's video. She said, don't you go near that cliff. So I just wanted to tell you, Andrea. Sorry, I just had to. It was too pretty of a view. Well, here we are, we're at the lake now. We made it down. And I think I'm gonna have some food. Got a picnic bench down here and a restroom, so yeah, this would be a great spot to backpack. If any of you guys are in the area and you want a fairly, you know, easy to moderate hike and a place to go backpacking that's, how long is it here? Maybe a couple miles?
Yeah, 2 miles, 2.5 miles.
Yeah, it's not that far. Be a quick backpacking excursion. And I'm sorry, what's the name of this lake one more time?
Lake Oreille.
Lake Oreille. Well, Tom and I just had lunch, and now that we're down here at the beach, when you're up on the cliff, it looks like this is a sand beach. You know, this is not a man-made lake, obviously. We're guessing it's about 6 miles across this lake, so it's a pretty big lake. But this is all rocks. But when you're all the way up the top of the cliff, you know, it looks like you're on sand down here. Not so. I really like the northern part of Idaho a lot. If you guys are looking for a vacation destination, I definitely would recommend northern Idaho. We live in a very pretty state. We're very blessed in this state. Very blessed indeed. You know, nature always seems to find a way to grow, doesn't it? Look at this tree. There's probably a couple tablespoons of dirt in there that this tree is grown out of. The rock formations up here are really interesting. Really cool. Let's see, I'm gonna climb up this thing, see what's on the other side. I know the lake's on the other side, but let's see what the view is. Oh, hey, there's another beach over here. Look at that. I really love how the mountains here are reflecting off the lake. It's really overcast today, but still got some reflection going on. And there's Tom over there. Well, now we're on the way back, and a cloud passed overhead and everything's kind of darkened up. Everything looks really cool. All the greens are starting to really pop out, all the colors. This is really a beautiful trail. Again, this is the Mineral Point Trail. I was just talking to Tom and I said, I bet you there's tons of trails here that you probably don't even know about. He's like, oh yeah, tons. Because there's so much wilderness up here. So again, I would like to encourage you guys that if you're looking for a vacation destination, try the panhandle of Idaho. It's just really pretty up here. I think you're going to be very pleased with your decision to come up here. And if you're not really into hiking, well, there's also a lot of resort areas like Coeur d'Alene that just has plenty of, you know, tourist things that you can do. All right, we're almost done with the trail here, and I had a lot of fun. I learned a lot about this area. I want to thank Tom from Tom's Backwoods, and again, I want to ask you guys to check out his channel. And just want to say that if you want a good place to go hiking, Mineral Point would be a good trail. It's pretty easy, and it's extremely scenic. And it's kind of difficult to find, but make sure you get the location beforehand. But after that, it's a wonderful trip. So I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for all your support, and I want to say God bless you and happy trails.